I'm gonna make this very clear with y'all, okay? I don't give a fuck what anybody says, but this is everyone's response to this shit, okay? This is everyone's response. Fuck you think you mean you trying to censor us? You ain't. We ain't gonna bend the knee to y'all. Hell nah. How's everyone going, man? My name is Element Reptile. I'm an artist, digital artist, creative illustrator, and all that good stuff. We're in a serious situation right now about how everything's going in the past 2 days, which is like straight up out of a comic book, like meme, synergy, fucking crazy ass episode of some sort, bro. This shit is literally V for Vendetta like levels some kind of shit, dog. Honestly, I mean, we in the past 2 days we've been having there's just in an instant the UK has been officially kind of been deleted from the internet. They're all their online, all their accounts, games on Steam, itch.io, you know, certain movies that they were seeing, websites and social media have been age restricted under the online safety bill, and it is just getting worse and worse and worse after this. We all got caught up about how you know how they said this is like it's the way to protect kids or to protect children from the use of the internet. Just how crazy and dangerous the internet is. You know, and everyone around the world, everyone around the world, Britain too, call that BS. Call that shit off bullshit. Because it was never protecting for kids. Because it also included censoring of surveillance, basically, on adults. It surveillance accounts that are supposed to be, towards any account that may seem that to be created by someone under the age of 18. All this this sort of age verification that is straight up bullshit. Honestly, it's straight up bullshit. And they had the audacity to to keep on like banning, not only or restricting, they say, not only just X or Twitter, we call it, or Reddit. We're also banning as well YouTube. We're also banning music. Where else? They're banning. They're restricting everything. While there are content that is already made for children for them. They have been banning. They've already banned hundreds, removed hundreds of video games from Steam, from itch.io, um, from mainstream PlayStation as well. Holy shit! And this is some CCP level censorship. Honestly, this is some CCP level censorship. Honestly, I do not like how this is going. This is not about geeks and gamer BS. This is this is not this is not. I swear about the name of safety for children. This is not. It is not for children. This is never for children. I mean, let's hear this out. Honestly, look, just from Pirate Nation. Australia will push for a global social media ban to protect children online at a UN meeting in New York in September, despite the Trump administration's defense of US tech companies in opposition to digital censorship. Right? Uh, it's been said right here as well. I could show you. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This the first paragraph says it here, as I said, and it says over here too. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese announced the event on Wednesday after the government dismissed threats from YouTube's parent company to sue if it encouraged the ban. It's not about protecting kids. It's about exerting more control over the internet and acting as the internet police to determine what people can do online. Yes, yes, it is. It is almost insulting to the freedom of speech. This is basically attacking. This is basically an attack of freedom of speech. I mean, you have think that you know that 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 this kind of thing will not get worse. Well, it has. You have people out there who are on Twitter who actually actually kind of accepted the use of protecting children. They did not see the other print of it, the smaller print that included content that may seem harmful or seem influentially illegal for children towards children. That's and this is one of the fine messages I want to say, honestly, is who are you? Who are you to think that we would bend the knee to all this bullshit? We won't. We won't. Video games were never been political. Video games have their own age ratings. Let's put that this way. I mean, there's many. It is almost crazy. It is almost crazy. Hundreds and thousands of people all over the internet that are globally used are like completely fighting back against this, especially said on Sky News. We're here, hundreds of thousands of people backlash against internet safety rules. Yes, because it is basically an attack of freedom of speech that the UK is having. I mean, the Child Safety Act that I showed on the stream on my live stream yesterday is also now being passed in the United Nations, and with this way of just saying that this is the way to protect children. Think of the children. Think of the children. That is at this point like has been used as a weapon. It's actually used in a way to excusably just pass through treasons that are being committed, but since they're pampering it, like censoring social media, but they kind of like pamper and cover it up as a way of, we're gonna protect the children whether you like it or not, right? And they refused, and we refused every way about this. They think that this is going to protect children. This is going to stop piracy sites into this. No, they're not. This is going to actually have a lot of the jits actually go to alternate websites. They have to go to alternate websites like the dark web that are much less safe, that are much more dangerous than the public sites they can go to, like like porn and all that stuff. Uh, we all that what these people don't know is that we would go that since everyone's gonna go to those sites, they're gonna basically get their data even breached even more. Those sites are not safe. And now we're age verification on YouTube, which is happening right now, going to be set on August the 13th. This is on regards to them saying that with that it is the protection of teenagers who use YouTube who are under the age of 18, and it is not. This is a way that it's going to be also used in AI. Like they're going to use machines. They're going to use verification systems that is also like artificial intelligence stuff. Like he said, like they're rolling out AI-based age estimation in the United States to identify users under 18. If miscategorized, you're going to need to verify it with a government ID, selfie, or credit card effective August 13th, which is the funniest shit because you have a lot of people right there right now are at this moment we're using VPNs. The VPN demand right now is going so high when when it comes to this verification act, you know, and those who don't have those VPNs, they go to the alternate sides of the website, alternate sides of the internet, which is again, I say again, far more dangerous um, than the mainstream sites like X, like YouTube, like Reddit, like 4chan. Even though I don't agree with anything that the people of 4chan says, I don't agree with anything with the people of the Reddit says. But they have the right to think of their opinion, and that is acceptable. No matter the case, no matter how stupid or cringe they are acceptable. We respect and open such discussions in their words and their opinions because that's how free speech is. You're gonna take now this you're going to take uh free speech and you're going and take away those that may seem problematic, which is a lot of bullshit, honestly. It is a lot of bullshit. It is a ton of bullshit to be saying per se because it's not about that. It's not about that. That this is about straight up controlling the narrative over what you like and don't like, what you want to see or you don't want to see. That's the truth. You don't they want you to see or not want to see what you know of the things that you're interested in. And now and this is on behalf because of the fact that many of these people that are doing this are just straight up boomers on both sides. Like I said, I hate to bring out politics. I hate to bring out politics. But now this is something that I can't walk away from because this is important. I don't want to talk about negativity. I want just news. I could still react. I could still draw. I could still, create things. I could still do graphic designs. I could still post memes. But when you're trying to do, when there's a law passed that towards things that they're going to crack down that may seem harmful online, it is basically another way of being a police state. Have you not noticed how authoritarian regimes, especially like in the Middle East, especially in China, especially in parts of Latin America, and yes, even right-wing dictatorships too. When it comes to that, they would monitor, they would check around, they would listen, they would read, they would burn books or kidnap and take over opinions in ways that might seem attacking to their ideology. We didn't attack their families, we just attacked their feelings. And that's what's happening. And that's what's happening. And so they say, okay, we're going to protect the children at all costs. It's a lie. It is a fucking absolute lie. It is an absolute lie. You know, I mean, this right here, look at this right here. Australia's digital ID and human verification system facilitating labor's e-safety laws will primarily use Israeli Authentics for verification. Alternate all ones Authentics, yeah, Authentics creates digital twins for digital biometric identification. This right, and this is made crazy enough that it is Israeli, the nation that to this day have been known to raid, those that they call savages, terrorists, and invaders of their land, which is Palestine. They still consider Palestine as a threat, who's now warmongering and going to war with Iran and so much more bullshit. So much more bullshit, right? When what would what would some of the creators of the internet who passed away, what would they say when if they were still around, they come back in time, they come here, and then they see these kinds of things? which which that the internet was made for help for education. Yes, the internet has a lot of vices. Yes, we have, gooner sites all over that are not appropriate for children, and that is good. Okay, we have a lot of various videos and video games being created, and it's all thanks to the internet and the expansion of the world. How we can know what the world is saying, but thanks to the internet. Now it's going to be censored because it's in duty to in the sanctity to protect children. It's not for children. It is not for children. It is control. It is liability. It is absolute liability. And that's where piracy happens. And piracy happens recently until now they started to ban pirate sites. So then you have no say. You have no say. Honestly. For here, this video right here, you have to see it yourself. Oh, hold on a second.
I'm sorry, the elite squad is not about children. Online safety bill. If it's just about children, is it just about children, or does it focus on adults?
That should be an elite squad.
Barry, does it just focus?
Protect 13-year-old.
I'm sorry, the elite squad is not about children. Actually, shall I read you the thing? An elite squad of police officers is to monitor social media for anti-migrant sentiment. I don't think 13-year-olds are engaging that. So, is it also to monitor adults? Simple question, yes or no?
Yes, of course it will.
Okay, there we go. Look, sorry.
Yeah, you hear shit like this. You see shit like this. And now you have and you have to kind of have to sit down and think about that, like, wow, like, what is going on here? Why is this happening? Why that now all my politicians in this country, which I don't give a shit about because they don't have an open mind and never will be, and they're just soulless, parasites that are trying to take over the earth. Now has decided to say that is considering censorship. Now they're basically you like this. There is no way that I would be digging with this if I want to protect children. If I want to protect children, again, for the sanctity of, avoid from such, adult content, there are ways. Yes, you gotta. If I had two kids, I have to, work my way as just a kid, making sure they don't see shit like that, since it's been around. I make sure I don't let my child use X or Twitter, but at the same time, I do give them the show websites that they like. That they like. There's literally options in the cell phones where you can turn on the filter, the safety filter, the ID safety filter for that will take away any site or filter out any site, any image or video that may consider to be adult, and it's and to let children play. Children play. You know that's another idea. I mean, we have sites like Cool Math Games. We have sites like Miniclip. We have sites like Newgrounds. But there are games that are for children that Newgrounds play. We have these sites. We have Cool Math Games, right? We have, I don't know what else, what other games that we have, and this safety bill is going to eradicate games. They're going to eradicate shows, content that we all grew up with, that we all love, that we watch. It's going to erase a whole lot of things. It's also going to it's going to silence you for whatever your opinion is. We are all on the fight. We're all on the fight. Against those in power, whether you're on the left or the right. Honestly, this is no left and right. This is no left and right issue. This is, you know, the rich. This is David versus Goliath. Honestly, this is a David versus Goliath issue. Uh, again, right? This is Gamergate. This is Satanic Panic. You know, top 10. I mean, everything it is just not. It's not true. Everything it is not true, bro. This is straight up, honestly, like CCP level censorship, but it's covered in the name of protecting children. It's covered in on the fact that, children are in more harm that in the internet because of influences, because of certain music, because of, images, or whichever, whichever, right? Meanwhile, which is meanwhile, you have actual crime being committed. You got Trump basically giving us the middle finger and literally secretly knowing that he is on the Epstein list. We have P. Diddy about to go on bail, going to get bailed out soon enough. Soon enough. He ain't going to jail out there. He's not staying in jail. We have, a lot of shit that can be dealt with, but instead this is going to protect children in the screens. Meanwhile, we got ICE, pulling out migrant families, and we also have, raids in stores in Britain, migrants burning up buildings, stabbing people, all this, but they don't want to take down this one. They want to take down creativity. They want to take out pop culture. They want that anything that seems sexual or seems mature. What's bro? And they wanted to because all this is done, right? All this is done by boomers, literally boomers who who have been stuck in the way past, in the 20th century, and Karens that started this shit, that started this shit with your collective shout, their opinions and and such things that the sexual revolution that spoke about, but this is not proper. This is pure censorship. This is pure censorship in all the fucking way. Honestly, I think you have to also start fighting back as well. I mean, this is what's happening in the UK. This is literally happening in the United States. The UK. Look at this. Due to local laws, we are temporarily restricting access to this content until X estimates your age. This situation is not going to stop. Many of us today are constantly fighting against this issue. Many of us need the right of free speech. There's a reason why we have free speech. We are able to question what is right and what is wrong on our own ways. There's thank God in this country that we have the freedom of thinking. We were built. How do we build civilization? Honestly, how do we build good society? It's free thinking. And what the first victims that always get into place has to be the artists. Has to be, those that they say that they find controversial is, that it doesn't go by their standards. I understand that, yes, the corn industry has rattled the brains. And go ahead, do you. Clap your hands with it. Now it starts taking your stuff. It's taking away YouTube. And I'm seeing right now YouTube banning like completely like age restrictions and ID verifications, in which basically you need your photo, you need to scan your face and your government ID just to get into a site or just to listen to a certain music. Where in a free country do you have to do that? It is literally an attack on the First Amendment. You got guys like AI, like Elon Musk, and some people, and the company of Apple, actually going opposing against this. You got Wikipedia going against this. This is, but the last hour of today or yesterday, the greatest response from the UK government or from the United States too, is shut up and get a life. Like this is not this is like a facade that literally insulted us. It insulted us and threatened us. What we whereas we have a right to make something or not. This is gonna kill content creators. You have famous artists out there. Now it's gonna lose everything. They have to restrict it now. Where is it when you have this totalitarian, this straight up surveillance state dictatorship kind of shit that started to brew? I think around like a few months ago, huh? No, I don't know. I really don't know. But this is not how it works, because I think we have many ideas that literally caters for children. It saves children, but we don't listen to it. We have to be very. We need to fight this. We need to definitely fight this. This is not about children. This is about control. It's about silencing opinions. It's about literally basically regulating fucking like life care as it is. It's about censoring content that was never sexual. This is about they're not even going to let children open their minds and see things that probably they will understand in the future. Crazy part is, didn't they have sites that concentrate solely for children? We have options, tools in our phones, computers, where the age verification you can turn on the filter. You got the filter options, so no child would even enter such adult stuff. Yes, the children matter. Yes. There's a lot of bad things going around there. The children are being affected to it. Yes. But do not be fooled by it. Do not be fooled by how this online kiss shit is now being turned to the Screen Safety Act, which is blunt as usual. This was never left wing or right wing. These are actual oligarchs, basically Illuminati members that are monopolizing, just stuff that we express ourselves with, monopolizing expressions. You have to kind of decide whether you want to let such a calamity in this fucked up place called Earth, go by, and then therefore we can't even goon, bro. We will never goon in peace. Bro, I want my gooning material legal ASAP. And they find attack legal accesses. It is just, I don't know. It is worrying me And it's making me crash out a bit that such things are happening. Just because a bunch of fucking boomers are calling this out for kids. It is not for kids. And now, and this is all started by groups that want to protect children, right? It's about groups. It's about normies now they're praising to this. Now they used to pray to this. Now they're not. Everyone all over the internet. Everyone all over the internet are already gathered together and going up against the censorship. I say this to now to all of Latin America in Spanish. I want to say in Spanish. América Latina. En ese momento estamos en una situación tan global y tan serio que es sobre el ataque y la censura de nuestra libertad del internet y nuestras palabras. Casi millones de chicos, gentes de toda esta edad, la mayor, joven y la prejoven, están luchando por eso. Ustedes recuerdan qué es lo que pasó como 11 años atrás. Una vez, cuando nuestro internet allá en América Latina fue casi censurado. El Online Safety Act, que es que para proteger a los niños, es literalmente una operación para cerrar, para ahormar y para patear y abandonar cosas que incluido que no son sexuales, que no promote violencia, como los juegos mayores juegos videos hacen. Ustedes recuerdan uno de los tiempos de la censura del internet, que tú no puedes también expresar sus opiniones, porque hay gentes arriba mirando a nosotros con sus meses, con sus sentías como tan reina. Aquí se está pasando en el Reino Unido. Usted tiene que denunciar también esta situación, porque la censura en el internet, es un censura y traición de libertad para hablar. Por favor, ustedes en América Latina, denuncia, habla sobre esa situación que en el futuro que se va a llegar en sus países. Nunca en mi vida que algo de esto es que pasó tan rápido en 2025. Brother, yo quiero bajar en paz. Yo quiero mirar, yo quiero decir malas palabras en paz. Yo quiero dibujar cosas en paz. Usted quiere jugar sus juegos videos en paz. Y ni una ideología, ni un parte, ni un ave, cualquier ave, que quiere interrumpir su libertad de jugar y la creatividad. Eso es, la censura es grande. That's what I'm saying to everybody around to my people in Latin America. This is a very attacking thing. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. And again, we have to fight this. It is a serious situation. I want to say this clearly to around the world. I want to say this clearly to you, for those who are censoring. Fuck censorship. And fuck you. Anyways, this is Element Reptile. Thank you for seeing this long ass video. Like and subscribe to my channel. We'll see each other next time, bro.